Alright, so I'm taking a look at what I think is a pretty interesting little device, something I've never seen before and that I found unique but very interesting, worthy of a video at least. So you get a basic little box for little cutouts for the components, and what you get is this little coax cable adapter, which you just pop in and pop out the antenna that's there. You get this little black box and that's it. So there's not a whole lot there. There's no actual user manual in paper form, and there's no information provided in the document that you can get from the seller. Suppose maybe they'll add a link or give you a link through email or what have you. That's how I got it, but I'm assuming they're going to provide something in the future a little bit better than that. That would be an improvement. But there's no information about this, and I'm not going to pull the device out yet, but I'll show you. On the end there's a micro USB connection. I'm going to assume that is going to be for the PC. I do not have cable or satellite service at home because people that use the internet these days have more options and more affordability. So by any means, this is actually pretty interesting. I've tried I think about 5 different HD antennas that you hook to your television, and in my area it varies on what I get, but the majority of them got a little over 20 channels. This little device with just this little antenna and a lot, I'm assuming, lower power and range, picks up 11 channels. 2 miles down the road at my parents' house, it picks up about 13. So not very bad. When you change locations, you're going to have to rescan, of course, and you'll want to rescan periodically just to get more channels depending upon different circumstances. Of course, elevation, location, possibly weather, a lot of different factors may affect what you're able to get. But let me see if I can turn the light off. Maybe you can get a little better look. So this is the actual program. You can see you've got your IP address and your X10, which is this tablet, and then you've got video, music, images. If you want to view certain things, you can. So this is the actual play, and I'm in a very bad position. I'm indoors, so you can see that it's not perfect, and it's not going to be perfect. If I swipe up and down, I can change the channel, but when it does come in clear and it broadcasts well, you can see it's very sharp. Playback's actually pretty smooth. I've got the volume turned down. You can see some information, time, date, signal quality and such. I think you're supposed to be able to swipe right to left to do volume and up and down to do channel. I just use the actual buttons or the hardware buttons on the side of my device in terms of volume, because I've not noticed any change in the volume swiping back and forth, as you can see. But I can change the channel up and down. So I said, very nice. If you touch, you can see search, setting, EPG, exit. If we hit EPG, you can see your channel listing, so very easy. Hit exit. Actually, if you confirm exit, okay, so we're back to this screen. So it's actually, like I say, very easy to use. You've got your refresh, default, play, search setting. There's not a lot you want to mess with in terms of the setting, but if you want to set up a local content directory, you can, which, like I said, I'm not doing that. I'm just using the tuner itself. If you hit search, I'm not going to do it right now, but you can see the signal quality and strength, but that's not going to be very good for me right now where I'm at. I've got auto, ATSC, and I just hit start scan. A few minutes later it picks up whatever channels are available. So that's pretty much it. There is, like I said, a PC option. I don't care for that. My primary desire for this is telephone, tablet use. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, or not shut it down, but put it to sleep. So I want to show you the device. Now the device gets just a little warm, but it doesn't get hot or anything. You've got your micro USB. This of course plugs into your telephone or your tablet. The only problem that this has is if you have a case on your device, it may not reach because it's not very long. Over here you have your input. I think that you would use your own supply because it doesn't come with it. Micro USB, plug this in, plug it into your computer through USB. This part here you can just pull and that will release. You can plug in your coax if you want that, or have that option. But other than that, you've got a very compact and actually, like I said, impressively capable little device. So I'm pretty shocked that it worked as well as it did. Like I say, 13 channels within a couple mile area here in the area where I live is about half of what a much larger, much higher power 50 to 60 mile range type of antenna you would use for your television is capable of. So that's pretty cool. Having some instructions or documentation here with the unit would probably be a lot better for a lot of people. Also, having information about this, although it's rather simple, people still want information about every little aspect. How to remove this, because some people sit there and they might be twisting this, and instead you just pull this, but it is in there relatively tight, so it's definitely not going to fall out. And then the information about the application, it's actually not bad, but it doesn't give you every little detail that some people might want, and it doesn't mention the hardware itself as far as plugging in for the PC. There's no provided cable for plugging into the PC. But again, for my intent, just to use with a tablet primarily, maybe with the telephone, it's a very cool, very capable device. I thought I would share that with you, just because, again, I throw up videos about things that I find interest in, and I think this is pretty interesting. So if you want to check out more on the Amazon page, there's a link below. Other than that, thanks for watching.